Okay, everybody stand for the prayer. Okay, Vince, kindly lead the prayer.
Our Father,
who art in heaven, holy be your name, your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our sins, as we forgive those who sin against us. Do not bring us to the test, but deliver us from evil. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Good morning, Mrs. Sumantas.
Okay, good morning. Take your seats.
Thank you.
Okay, before we start, who is absent for today? Okay, you have Avenido. Who else? Bakulta and? Okay, Abaw and? Dominic. So there are only 4. No other absent? You have Suelo and? Tuloy. And Gamo. Okay? Before we start with our new lesson for today, so let us have a recapitulation of your lesson yesterday. So what is your lesson yesterday? Or what was your lesson yesterday? Yes, raise your hand if you want to answer. Yes.
African's plea.
Africa's plea. So what have you understood, or what are the lessons you've learned in your lesson about Africa's plea? Anybody? Any insights or learnings you've got from your discussion yesterday? Yes.
I have learned that don't compare yourself to others and accept the differences and qualities that you have.
Okay, very good. So you don't have to compare yourself with others, and then you have to accept whatever strength or weaknesses you have. What else? What else? What have you learned in the discussion yesterday? So very good, Gonzaga. How about the others? Any insights or learnings you got from our lesson yesterday? Why are you so silent? Any learnings? So when you say learnings, these are the things that you've got from the lesson. Yes, you have Puyos.
I learned that you shouldn't abuse the weaknesses of other people. You should respect them of what they have.
Okay, very good. You should not abuse. And then you have to accept them for who they are. So like for example, if you are not contented with yourself, then you do some surgery. Is that accepting yourself? Accepting ba nasa oneself? No. So you have, just like the Africans who are usually in the olden times, they are being bullied because of their color, but then they're asking for equality. That we have to respect kung unsa sila. Okay, that's all about Africa's plea. Any question? Okay, so I can see that with the answers of your classmates, you have really understood your lesson yesterday. And so now, we will proceed to our next activity. Before we proceed to our lesson, I know you have read it, but let me ask you. Does everybody know this one?
garlic.
Oh my, garlic! Can you find garlic? Okay, these are? Okay, did you know there are many names for onions? Then you also have scallion, the different names for onion. It's not garlic. The difference between garlic and onion. The onion is, in our vernacular, unsa man eh? Sibuyas. Nya na tay gitawag og bumbay and dahon. Okay? Usually kanang dahon, you call it scallions. Ya kani sa bumbay mo nang gitawag nato og, we call it onions. Can anybody share to me any benefit that you can get from onions? Or any use? Yes, let's have Gonzaga.
Onions are one of the ingredients to cook.
Okay, di ba usually when you cook food, especially kanang mga ginisa, you cannot get away from onions because it added, saman, it added flavor. Let's have, yes, Magsino.
It can cure a fever.
Okay, it can cure a fever. Okay, later on we will know if those are correct. Okay, so why I am asking you about onion? Because the reading selection that we are going to tackle today will be talking about the power of this onion. Okay, I give you the reading selection ahead of time, right? Did you read it? Yes, very good. But before going to the lesson, let us first unlock the difficult words that we can find in the selection. So what's the purpose of unlocking? Why do we need to unlock the different words or the unfamiliar words that we can find in the sentence? Yes, Talaid. Okay, so that we can have a better grasp, or we can understand, or we can comprehend well the selection. So we have here a set of words. I want you to get a 1/4 sheet of paper. And let us unlock the difficult words. Okay, just 1/4 sheet of paper, and then you have to work by pair. Work by pair. Okay, listen carefully, kindly look at the board. So, on the yellow cartolina, you can find there sentences. You still remember our lesson about context clue? Okay, so you are going to get some guesses from the context in order to get the underlined word. What are the underlined words? These are some of the words, unfamiliar words that you can find in the selection. So what you will do is, you have to read the statements carefully so that you can get some ideas or hints. And then, you need to get the meaning of these underlined words from the pink cartolina. So every number, you just put there 1 to 9. And then, here, you kindly write the meaning of that certain word. No need to write the sentence, only the number. But you need to write the meaning. Is it understood? Okay, so there are 9 numbers, and then there are 10 definitions here. So meaning there's one which is not included. So you kindly decide by pair which is the correct definition to the underlined words based on how it is used in the sentence. Is that clear? Yes. Okay, I'll give you 3 minutes. Sige, kindly do it. Okay, again, you have to work by pair. You kindly help each other so that you can answer. Okay, time is up. Kindly exchange your paper with your seatmates. Okay, time is up. Exchange your paper with your seatmates. And then you write corrected by. Okay, did you exchange already? Okay, so let us now unlock the difficult words that are found in the selection. So again, the purpose is so that you can fully understand the selection later when you read it. Okay, so kindly read number 1. Everybody.
He put a tray of garlic bread into the oven, and the pungent smell of warming cheese filled the room.
Okay, what's the unfamiliar word? Everybody read. Pungent.
Pungent.
Everybody, pungent.
Pungent.
Okay, what do you think is the meaning of pungent based on a sentence?
Having a strong, sharp taste or smell.
Okay, very good. So what's the clue that you can find in that particular example?
Smell.
Okay, you have the smell. So the answer is having a strong, sharp taste or smell. Okay, that's what you mean by pungent. Okay, let's have number 2. Who got the correct answer? Okay, let's have number 2. Everybody read. Right? How do you read this?
Chocolate.
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 Chocolate. Okay, so what are some of the clues that you can find in that sentence? You have the word cake. So what do you think is the meaning of souffle?
A food that is made of eggs, flour, and other ingredients that is baked until it stops rises and it becomes very light and fluffy.
Okay, very good. So you have there, when you bake, of course, there's egg, there's flour, and then it's You have here baked. So very good. That's the answer to souffle. Everybody say souffle. Okay, let's have number 3. Everybody read.
The brunch menu includes shrimp and grits, signature fishing, and Spanish omelet.
Okay, what do you mean by brunch? Di ba there are 3 meals only and the others are snacks? Ano man ang brunch? What are the 3 meals for the day, by the way? Breakfast, lunch, and then dinner. So what is brunch? It's a combination of breakfast and lunch. So what do you eat during brunch? With omelette.
Eggs, milk, cheese, and vegetables or meat.
Okay, very good. So meaning it is something that is eaten because you have it during your brunch. So the answer is a pie made with eggs, milk, cheese, vegetables, and meat. Who got the correct answer? Okay, very good. Kani daghan na. Okay, let's have number 4.
This is part of the motif.
Hote. Okay, everybody read hote. Okay, he is part of the hote. Okay, walay clue kayo, no? But based on the given definition, what do you think is the meaning of hote? Okay, very good. Fashionable, high class. Kaya di man po siya something that is eaten. It's not a disease food. So maybe hote is a fashionable, high class. How about number 5? Everybody read.
Sauteing the onions and peppers until the onions are golden.
Okay. If you will not include this one, ano sa tawag ani? Apostrophe, it's suit. But naaman siya ingon ani. How do you read it? Saute. Okay. Saute the onions and peppers until the onions are golden. So what do you mean by saute?
A food that is fried in a small amount of fat.
Okay, very good. This one. Let's have number 6, everybody.
Simmer the soup for 40 minutes or until the sauce has thickened.
Okay, simmer.
So that it is almost boiling for a certain period of time.
Okay, what are some of the clues that you can find in that sentence? Okay, 40 minutes. So meaning there has to be something liquid. Yeah, and then sauce. You cannot create a sauce without liquid, diba? So the answer is to cook so that it almost boiling for a certain period of time. Okay, let's have number 7. Chiefly due to exposure. Prevalent. Okay, what's the unfamiliar word? Okay. You're not answering my question. What's the unfamiliar word? Okay, you have dysentery. So what's the meaning of dysentery? Okay, very good. Okay, how come you answered that one? What are some of the clues that you can find in number 7? Okay, fever is a kind of disease. So also with ophthalmia. So probably dysentery is also a disease. Let's have number 8.
The stock market can be very volatile.
Okay, what do you mean by volatile?
Likely to change in a
Okay, very good. Likely to change in a very sudden or extreme way. Because when you say stock market, di ba karon, the peso is kanang taas siya og value, and then the next time it will lower in value. So that's why the stock market is considered to be volatile. And the last number, let's have everybody read.
in these methods of eating at them little of the epicure.
Okay, the unfamiliar word is?
A person
The unfamiliar word is? Okay, you have epicure. So what's the meaning of epicure?
person who appreciates fine food and drink.
Okay, how come you arrive at that answer? What are the clues? Okay, you have there the word eating. So the answer is a person who appreciates fine food and drink. So kindly count the numbers of correct. 9/9. Who got perfect? Okay, very good. So there's one pair who got perfect. So meaning you really read the context clue very well. Okay, kindly pass all the papers. Okay, pass all the papers. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so again, those are the different and familiar words that you can find in the sentence. Once again, before we proceed to the reading selection, kindly read the unfamiliar word. Okay, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, okay, number 6, number 7, number 8, and number 9. So you kindly add those words in your vocabulary. Those are some of the words that you have learned in our unlocking of difficulties. Okay, so I want you to go to your respective group. Group number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and group number 5. You kindly make a circle and you do it silently. Are you all seated? Okay, are you all seated? Kindly get the copies that I gave you by group. Any check on how many pages do you have? There are 2 pages. Is the story long? Okay, so if you notice, there are 2 pages of the reading selection. Did you know that long story can be shortened, or a long story can be understood easily through the use of, say tawag ani, what do you call this? Huh? What do you call this? Is it a Venn diagram? No. Okay, no. This graphic organizer is called, everybody read.
Converging radial. Also called as main ideas and details or semantic maps.
Okay, so this is an example of a graphic organizer. So what's the use of graphic organizer? Diba if you see the copy, it's very long. That's what we call linear text. Kaya why is it called linear? Because it's written in sentences. And this one, class, is what we call non-linear. Ano ang non-linear? Because it is presented in a drawing. So in order for us to easily understand the different information that you can find in the reading selection, we are going to transcode. Ano man ang transcode, ma'am? We are going to, from linear, we are going to make it into non-linear. So we will interpret the reading into a non-linear one. So this graphic organizer is called converging radial or main ideas and detail map or semantic map. What's the use of this graphic organizer? Everybody read.
Are organized structures that show relationship between major concepts and their subordinate elements.
Okay, so where do you think in this particular drawing is the main idea?
Circle.
Okay, the one at the center. So when you say main idea, it's the central idea. It's what you are talking about. Okay, mo na siya pinaka-topic if you say a lesson. Topic na siya. And then, you can find there subordinate elements. So where are the subordinate elements here? These are what we call the subordinates. What is now the purpose of subordinates to the main idea? It supports. So meaning, this one is your main idea or the topic. This one, the subordinate elements, function as a supporting details. So whatever you write here should be connected to one another. Okay, that's the essence of this converging radial. So everybody read, continue. This graphic
organizer can be used to represent words, ideas, or other items linked to arrange around a
the main idea. So that's it. So this graphic can be used to represent, it could be words, it could be idea in a presented in a sentence, and then that are linked to and arranged around a central or key idea. So meaning, if this is your topic, it is written in center, unya, nagpalibot siya. It is surrounding your main idea. Because again, it supports your main idea. So, why is it beneficial? Everybody read.
Because it is beneficial to students in helping them out distinguishing central idea under detail.
Okay, so this is very important. Nga, you will know this one because it can help you to identify asa may main idea. Where is the main idea? Asa man jud ang topic and where are the details? Pwede nimo siya ma-sort out ba nga kani siya, this one is the main idea and this one are only the details. For example, so you have here, kindly focus your attention ha. This is the main idea. Everybody read.
We were afraid at night in the winter.
Okay, so again, we were afraid at night in the winter. What does it mean? What does the sentence mean? Meaning, nahadlok siya anang gabi una nga winter time. Okay, that's the main idea. So how are you going to get the details? So I have here 5 sentences. I want you to find out among the sentences how many of them supports the main idea. Okay, kindly check sa. I will give you 1 minute. You kindly go over the sentences and tell me which of these sentences supports the main idea. We were afraid at night in the winter. So there are 5 sentences. Tell me which of these sentences supports or can be a detail to your main idea. Okay, so we will put here ha. So kani, we were afraid at night in the winter. We will put it here. That's the main idea. Kindly tell me, where are the sentences that supports the main idea? Okay, anybody, kindly raise your hand. Group number 5, yes. Okay, so this one, why is it a detail to your main idea? What are some of the clues that you can find there? Snowballs. Okay, snowballs. That would mean that it is happening during winter time. So this can be placed here. Okay. How about the other sentences? Okay, let's have Verdine. Can you read? Are you afraid of bats and skeletons?
Yes.
Yeah, so that can be another detail to your main topic. Anything else to your main idea? Yes, let's have Gulay.
It is the home of the man who escaped from the country.
Okay. Does it support the main idea? Okay, very good. Oh, imagine who escaped. So meaning, he can be a criminal, a murderer. So something you can be afraid, or someone you can be afraid of. So another one can be another detail. So how about number 1 and number 3? Why is it not a supporting detail to your main idea? Because it does not support your main idea. It has nothing to do with being afraid at night in the winter. So my point is, when you read the selection later, you will be meeting some of the ideas which will not be supporting your main idea. So you should not include them in the detail. So in your activity, what I want you to do is, by group, I give you 3 copies. So read it together with your pair or anybody. And then you have to read it properly to get the main idea. Kindly do the activity by group. I will give you cartolina, aka ng Manila paper. You are going to place your answers there. Kindly help each other so that you can finish on time. Okay. Group number 1. Who is your reporter? Make your voice loud and then you kindly face the audience. So you stay here. Okay. Say everybody listen.
Good morning, everyone. This is our report in Group 1. The main idea of the story is the qualities that onions have. The first supporting detail is it contains calcium, iron, niacin, protein, and vitamins. Second is it is used to cure some diseases. It have a unique property that makes us thrive. And it may be classified into just two groups, green and dry. It is one of the ingredients in cooking food. The last is it is good for the eyesight.
Okay, let's give a hand to group number 1. Okay, let's try to check, ha? So their main idea is the quality. So we will expect that the supporting details should be something that talks about the quality of the onion. So let's start. It contains calcium, iron, niacin, protein, and vitamins. Is it a quality? Yes. Cure diseases. Is it a quality? It has a unique property that makes us cry. Is it a quality? Yes. How about it is classified into two groups, the green and the dry. That's why you have bombay and dahunan. Okay? Then, it is one of the ingredient. Is it a quality? Nga, it can be used as one of the cooking spices, diba? And then, it is good for the eyesight. Is it a quality? Okay, so let's give a hand to group number 1. Okay, very good. So you have get the main idea and the detail. So that's what I said nga, whatever your main idea here, your supporting details should also support. Okay, let's have group number 2.
Many uses. First, supporting details is onions could be in soup, salad, bread, souffle, pasta, or ketch. It has altered the course of history on Civil War. General uses is Gun sent an urgent message to the War Department that I will not move my army without onions. In 19th century, getting bread became in motion. Without the onion, there would be no gastronomic art. Hippocrates, the father of medicine, believed that onions were good for the eyesight. However, onions were also said to cure diseases. In Rome, Nero praised onions for improving his voice. Egyptian slaves also ate onions and garlic for food energy while building the pyramids. In U.S., there are 200 lines of breeding onions due in large part to one dedicated man, Henry A. Jr.
Okay, let's give a hand to group number 4. So let's try to check. So if you notice, no, from the other 3 groups, kani siya may daghan-daghan. And they have mentioned many kanang information which cannot be found in the other 3 groups. Okay, let's try to check. So what is now their main idea? It's a continuation. Do you know your onions have epic and man history and then uses? So, taas kayo tanan. So, we will expect that your kanang detail should be something that also talks about uses. And then something that talks about related to history. Its uses in history. Okay, let's have the first one. Onion could be in soup, salad, bread, stew, souffle, pasta, and quiche. Is it correct? Yes. In US, there are 200 lines of breeding onions due in large part to one dedicated man, Henry A. Jr. So this is part of history. Another, Egyptian slaves also ate onions para asa? For their energy while building pyramids. So again, that is a combination of use at the same time that can be found in the history. Another, in Rome, Nero praised onions for improving his voice. So that's again, uses. How about this one? Hippocrates, the father of medicine, believed that onions were good for eyesight and cure diseases. So that's another use, still part of the history. How about in the 18th century, epicure even become emotion? Without an onion, there will be no gastronomic art. So meaning, without an onion, you cannot really create pleasing food. That's gastronomic art, meaning an art which pertains to your kanang sa imuhang gikaon. And then the last one, you have, it has altered the course of history on civil war. So this is also used during war. Did you know nga ang onions in the history is used during the civil war? Because one of the general Ulysses said that he will not move any army without onions. Kaya maybe in this particular period, many soldiers are already having some illness. And because of these onions, they were cured because na siya medicinal power. So are all the details supports the main idea?
Yes.
Okay, so perfect for group number 4. Based on the different information that you have reported a while ago, on the uses, on the benefits, on the qualities, and on the presence of onions in the history. So what can you conclude?
I feel that onions is very important to us.
Okay, important because we can get a lot from onions. So let's try to relate it into our lives. Diba, what was the title of the selection? Do you know your onions? So let's try to replace onions with important. Who's important to you? Or do you know the things that are important to you? Who can answer? Who are your onions? Right, and tell me why. Your family, why? Oh, very good. Okay, you cannot live without food. That's why it's very important. His answer is very practical. Any question? Okay, so for your assignment, I want you to look for a colorful dishes which make use of onions. And since it's a picture, so you have to place it on a bond paper. Individual, just give me one picture. And then tell me what kind of dishes is that using the onion. And then you have to pass it on. You have to pass it on. No question? No. Are you sure? Yes. Okay, goodbye everyone.